To start off, we're gonna stack 4 blocks on top of each other, then space out a platform. After that, we're gonna break all the unnecessary blocks and finally hammer the platform. We then take our crystal and... oh my god. No way. Bro, this is broken. The next myth involves something I didn't know was added to Terraria, but I think is really important for everyone to know about. Yeah, the nurse healing you while being near a campfire is just Terraria Matrix. And so is this glitch as well. I mean, out of all the items, why is it the band of regeneration? Now, I saw this off of a YouTube channel, so I won't show off the process on how to do it because it takes long enough and he showed how to do it, so I'll put a link in the description. Regardless, this glitch uses a specific equation relying on your world's generation and guide name, and I'm surprised to say this is one of the best glitches on the list. The next one took a good chunk of time to do, but if you ever struggle with Daytime Empress of Light, shoot over 1000 flares and projectiles will no longer work because it's capped, and a quick test against Skeletron Prime shows that he doesn't shoot any lasers. Terraria early game mushroom biome is insane for loot, and if you've ever noticed, digging straight down from spawn will usually take you to a mushroom biome, or at least will be in present of your screen while digging down. This is one of the best things discovered in Terraria history. By jumping over slimes, you no longer have to engage with them and absolutely get demolished in master mode. Just don't attack them and they leave you alone. If you ever thought that drinking potions while on autopause was possible, then I don't know what to tell you, because unfortunately, it's not possible. You cannot do anything while on autopause. Draining the ocean has never been easier with this new revolutionary technology, using nothing more than 3 buckets of lava and a chest. Say goodbye to flooding and hello to ocean water crisis. I apologize for this retina destroying brightness, however I cannot see anything, and besides, the point of this glitch is to hurt your PC, because it's time to switch to 1.3 and spawn in as many ducks as you can, which is around 1000. Watch me transform them into flying ducks, bypassing the spawner limit, making it possible to skip the pillar fights and go straight to the impending doom if you beat the cultists during this process. Quite useless if you ask me since it's 1.3, but let's beat that by using acid dyes on shadow orbs in order to see if they go invisible, and sure enough, they do. Did you know that dashing while using a tabby and grappling using an anti-gravity hook, the dashing animation changes direction of the way you were grappling? And that the Moon Lord's lasers didn't go through blocks during the 1.3 updates of Terraria, so you could protect yourself quite well against him. Early on during the 1.4.4 update, it was possible to negate boss damage by using shimmer water. However, this unfortunately no longer works, and it didn't work against the Empress of Light. If you didn't know, beach balls also count as projectiles, so like the flare gun glitch I showed earlier, if you spawn in 1000 beach balls, you can stop projectiles from spawning, except my game was starting to get too laggy and it was way too difficult to move, so I'm assuming that this one just works. You've probably never took the time to make any type of monolith, but this glitch makes it every worthwhile to do so, because by placing 2 teleporters on top of each other, then placing a monolith on the teleporter, then breaking the bottom teleporter, it makes it possible to infinitely duplicate them, which gives you the ability to sell them for lots of platinum. Bonus point, if you do it with a lunar pillar monolith, you can also shimmer it and sell the fragments for more. The pewmatic horn is one of those weapons you've probably never heard of in your life. However, it's a deerclops drop that shoots random shit from it, and it can be used with the infinite musket pouch. According to the devs, hoiks are one of the few features in the game that will not leave, and they can be used for many things, such as a door where you can attack enemies but they cannot attack you. In our case, it worked. The last prism and the charge cannon do not in fact sound like the golden shower. I mean, I don't know why I would think that, and I don't know who said that. You know when you go into a desert temple and you get the vanity set instead of the sandstorm in the bottle, and you wonder why? Well, now you can shimmer the damn thing and get a sandstorm in the bottle. If you thought that the last prism thing was bad enough, apparently if an NPC opens a door near a painting, the door transforms into a flesh door. What did I expect? The arms dealer can guess the next guide's name in a world where Skeletron is defeated but the wall of flesh isn't. Well, apparently no, because I clicked the close option over 1000 times and nothing happened. Windowed mode is known for making your game look 5 times as uglier. However, apparently things like the sun move faster in the mode, and looking at this footage, it does not. I also learned that using Master Ninja gear and the Shield of Cthulhu does not give you 2 dashes, and to be honest, I don't know what I was expecting. In my last video, I did not show off the King Slime fight because it wasn't really necessary for the video. However, for some ungodly reason, off camera, he did so much damage compared to the other bosses, and here I prove that he's stronger than the Eye of Cthulhu. Torch God is probably the most unknown Terraria boss because he doesn't really provide much use for the game, but I wanted to see if it was possible to summon him by placing the torches horizontally instead of using the usual format, which didn't work. I have believed in the myth of Duke Fishron being the only boss with 3 phases, and after testing different bosses such as Deerclops, I got to the Eye of Cthulhu who proved him wrong by increasing how much he was dashing during his final phase. I also took this time to see if the nurse would charge more during boss fights or not, and I didn't see much of a difference, meaning that other factors affect the amount you need to pay. Terraria has an invincibility machine glitch where you can enclose yourself with an active slime statue, 6 buckets of honey, and a banner. This makes it so that you're constantly regenning or some shit like that, and it works fairly well as you can see me tank Skeletron Prime Master Mode with high defense. There's also apparently a height limit on chairs, but as I've said before, the law of gravity does not affect me and I placed the chair at max height limit. If you didn't know that you can infinitely produce liquids using a U-shaped block format, then now you know, and you should use it to make artificial fishing biomes. The hoik I showed off earlier also kind of works on jungle temples. I mean, most people know that placing 3 platforms vertically on the door and hammering it makes it possible to walk through. But I reveal, so they who do not know shall know. Boomerangs go through walls? I don't even know what to say anymore, what the I also tried the new transmutation meta thing that's been going around and I was unable to get it working. So if anyone understands why it's not working, I guess tell me in the comments. I might just be dumb. In my last video I did lots of boss tanking strats, and if you didn't know, it's possible to tank Planeta using high defense sets and tanking yourself out. Then pull out the fetid bagnats and swing like you've never have, and master mode Planeta is just gone. A common weapon used by speedrunners is the lance, because there's so many ways to glitch your player's speed, and since lance damage scales with speed, they're gonna become really strong. This glitch sadly did not work for me, and to be honest, it might just be on me, so tell me in the comments if I'm just really dumb or what. If you're still here and remember the flying duck glitch, well, you can do the same thing in 1.4.4 and use the bunnies instead, because during a blood moon they transform into vicious bunnies, meaning they bypass the spawn rate, and if you summon the lunatic cultist, you bypass the lunar events and the moonlord spawns right away. In our case, it worked. With that being said, teleporting at the last second while fighting any type of boss doesn't eliminate the chance of avoiding coin dropping, or maybe if you time it super well, but I never got it. Trying to get infinite spawn killed by the dungeon guardian has never been easier with the faster respawn mod. Unfortunately, it does not work as the dungeon guardian does not care if you respawn or not, so this is another fail. Let's go back to the slime glitch from earlier, where you jump over the slime. Yes, this revolutionary technique can also be used on lava slimes, so no more Hellbridge pain. Remember, if he is not engaged, do not engage. Sun Tzu, or something like that. More 1.3 with the Terrarian yo-yo, because if you achieve really high hit speeds and use the yo-yo, it starts giving off an invisible effect, which you can kind of see here, but I'm not fully sure, but I'll count it. Liking and subscribing helps. In Minecraft, there's an infamous lie that's been spread for generations upon generations about the Glowstone nether portal. And if you've never heard about it before, then I'm sad to inform you it never works. Building the nether portal except using glowstone and a water bucket will not take you to the Aether Minecraft biome. It takes you to nowhere. And in Terraria, it's sadly the same thing. Breaking stacked platinum coins will make them disappear if broken rapidly one after the other. Doesn't make them disappear. If an animal cage is broken, the respective animal will end up leaving or escaping the cage. Wise mystical tree spotted in Terraria? The best pet in Terraria is the Skeletron Prime pet. The water dropper or any of the liquid droppers are some of the most useless items in the game and don't really do anything. I'm probably extremely wrong. It can be argued that the grey zapinator does the same amount of damage as the orange one, or that it does more. This is a really stupid take because the orange zapinator has 2 times the base damage of the grey one, and here against this test against King Slime, the orange one just completely destroyed it. I literally had to put the grey one on like 5 times speed. After testing all the mounts in the game, the fastest one is the tree mount going at 81 miles per hour. The second fastest one is the Duke Fishron mount while liquidated at 80 miles per hour, and at third place the unicorn mount going at 61 miles per hour. If you hold a boss summoning item while talking to an NPC and click cancel,
there's a chance that said boss will end up spawning. Doesn't do anything.